Hi, Sag. This is going to be your reading from the 19th through the 25th of September. It's good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Sagittarius. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so it will not resonate with all of you. Check your Rising, Moon, or Venus sign. If this does not resonate, you could find messages there on this channel instead. Sagittarius, on my sister channel, Soma, Chandra, Libra, I do love readings for you guys every couple days. I read for you and Libra and sometimes Cancer a lot on that other channel called Soma, Chandra, Libra. So check it out. Because I do so many love messages over there for you guys, this is a clarified Celtic cross that can be applied to any part of your life, okay? If you want a private reading, the link to my website's in the description below. Let's get into it. This looks pretty good. I think you guys are walking away from something that didn't serve you and was draining you, and you're moving into a new phase. There will be some hiccups, but you're going in a really good direction. From the Awakened Soul Oracle deck, you guys got cleanse and surrender. It is a time, this next 7 days will be a time of surrender. Surrendering to your present moment, surrendering to things you can't control, surrendering to the now, letting go of some things and making way from something new. It is a time of cleansing. Some of you will be saging your home, perhaps doing some rituals. It will be a week of surrender and cleanse. I like that. That's what your guides want you to be focused on right now. From the Surrender to Now deck, I feel like this might be happening on a deep subconscious level. And I have a feeling that you're not in this energy at the moment, but that you will be in the next couple of days. They showed me 2, 3, and 5. So you might experience this moving into the end of September. Surrender the habit of people pleasing and surrender to receiving support and love. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. It's a time to tell people around you what you really need, okay? Focus on your own happiness instead of trying to make everybody else happy. You're only here right now this week to make yourself happy. Don't scramble to make anybody else happy this week, and honor your own needs, okay? Don't try to please anybody else and either to gain their love or affection. Please yourself, okay? Surrender and focus on your own happiness instead of someone else's this week. Apparently, you need this self-care. The High Priestess is here in your environment, but I often look at it as an extension of you. What's in the environment are hidden factors. The High Priestess comes in reverse when somebody really needs to spend some time alone and even withdraws into silence so that they can get in touch with their intuition. Again, it's often a person that is there for other people and really needs time alone. So I made a connection between the two. Also, surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything by yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So, are you trying to please everyone else and you're not taking time for yourself? It's definitely time to surrender that and focus on cleansing. I do think you guys are working on something new, though. I have death at the bottom of the deck. It's in reverse, but this is about a personal transformation. Don't be afraid of what grows in the place of what dies if you've been through an ending. Do not resist a death and a rebirth. Out of the ashes, the phoenix will rise, Sagittarius. At the center, I have 2 aces on the deck for you, too, and they're in the upright, and one of them is an ace of wands, so I know you guys are feeling that. But I have the ace of pentacles at the center of it all. This is often a new financial or career opportunity or a manifestation of abundance, a seed that can be planted. The catalyst or the challenge is the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is in reverse. So in order to plant this new seed, this is always something new, in particular, a new career opportunity. In order to do this, you may need to go through some kind of a transition, or perhaps you want to start a new cycle that will plant a seed that will grow into something more than just this root here, this stump here. But someone else might not be entirely on board. The Four of Wands in reverse is about personal celebrations and inner harmony, but it can suggest a transition or a conflict with others. So you might need to deconstruct a foundation somewhere, either with a home or with a person, to start something new. This is just a challenge. It's not the center of everything. What's driving you guys this week? 3 cards flipped out. Strength in reverse, Leo energy. 5 of Swords in reverse as well, but the 9 of Wands, typically the 9 of Wands is about the wounded warrior who feels as though he's been challenged, and it's a test of faith. But I make note of the fact that this is a stairwell. leading up. I think that you are trying to climb a ladder to get somewhere. And it suggests a cycle that's been difficult, very close to an ascension here. This is a transcendence. You will need to be resilient. You will need to be persistent. You might have to have some boundaries in place. I think you're trying to climb up out of a situation that was draining you, and you're no longer willing to fight through the change to get it. You're just going to hang in there as you climb this ladder towards something new. It may require transition. Yeah. In the past or deep within, but this is recent past or deep within, I have the Fool and the Eight of Swords. So this is Aries energy with the Fool, but I often associate it with Sagittarius. So with these two aces and Temperance here for you and the Fool, clearly you're moving towards something that will bring balance and peace and calm and harmony into your life, that will also excite you and bring clarity and happiness and manifest into abundance. But in the past, you were all trapped in your head about that. There were a lot of negative thoughts surrounding this new cycle, having a beginner's mindset, taking a leap of faith, being the Fool all over again, leaving the past behind, and being this little duckling. In the past, it was, there were a lot of negative thoughts swirled around that, or you're just all wrapped up in your head about an Aries. But or maybe someone was foolish and that had you all trapped in your head and feeling stuck. I think it was a new beginning and a new cycle that you wanted to start, maybe in relationship or even career, or perhaps even moving or something like that. But I think you finally decided to go for it here with the Ace of Pentacles, especially seeing yourself the way you do, because I think the situation you have been in previously was kind of wearing you down and draining you. You might want to make some kind of an amends or a reconciliation with someone, but I don't know that you feel like you're strong enough to do that at this time. But you're going for it here. It's one or the other. What you're thinking about all the time is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and Nine of Pentacles reverse. So for a lot of you, this is a situation that you're kind of moving away from and moving towards something with a lot more stability, because like with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this is where we sit at our desk every day and say, what am I doing? This is making me insane. You start to expect perfection out of yourself, or perhaps you were working on something for the wrong reasons because you had nothing better to do. So your guides are telling you, make sure you're weaving a web that allows for sensitivity and allows for productivity. Allow yourself to be an apprentice. Once again, practice does make perfect. If repetitive tasks are driving you crazy, change it up a little bit. And with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, this looks very career and pentacle oriented, especially because you're moving towards King of Pentacles, which I like. I think that you're working on some independence. I think you're working on knowing your own self-worth. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse speaks to like over investing in the pentacle realm, or investing in it in an inappropriate way. Maybe you felt like somebody was hustling you. Maybe somebody wanted reward with no work. I think this had to do with like if you guys are starting a new job, I think you're going in a good direction, because we're ending on the Ace of Wands and the Sun, because what you had been doing was draining you. You were worn down in the Wounded Warrior. You were done fighting through all the changes. And I just heard semantics. And I don't think you care if you take a pay cut either. So I think you guys right now are working on self-development with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Just don't expect perfection out of yourself. And I think you're working on knowing your own self-worth. I think you're also moving towards independence, financial independence, and self-sufficiency. Some of you might be struggling with that. It's just a transition. Don't have a lot of negative thoughts surrounding new beginnings. The Fool is the most powerful card in the deck. You're the Nine of Wands. You can do it, baby. You can do it. And I know you're going in a good direction, because what's coming in for you is the King of Pentacles and Temperance. Dude, everybody wants to be the King of Pentacles. Everyone. Sag, you're king. Sagittarius is moving towards king energy. First of all, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming into your life. Looks nice, I think. You know, this isn't a love reading. This is meant to be all you. So this is wealth, business, leadership, security. It will take discipline, but it will bring abundance. The King of Pentacles has some pretty high standards. He expects people to prove it to him in the 3D, but he's really grounded it in his emotions. He's not financially inept. He's not obsessed with wealth. He's not unsupportive. He's very goal driven. He's very practical, and he has a lot of stability. So I see you moving into this King of Pentacles energy, which is you've got your mind on your money and your money on your mind here, Sagittarius. I think you're just in a place of transition and you're moving towards you. There's the energy of temperance. So peace, calm, patience, perspective, determining the purpose. This is also a healing energy. Make note of the fact that temperance, like strength, only comes where it's called for. So if you've been drained, if there's been conflict avoidance where you just can't fight through something anymore because it's kind of leading you in circles and hasn't really made you feel like your own self-worth is, strong, it will call for balance. But I see you handling it really well. That's nice. The way you see yourself, also very strong. Judgment and the Knight of Wands, Scorpio and Libra energy here. So it's Judgment Day for you. I love it in the Kim Krans Wild Unknown Tarot, the way Judgment looks. It is a true rebirth. Judgment is where we step through a crossroads, where we have made a final judgment call about something. We know absolutely how we feel about it. We know absolutely what we want. We are at a major crossroads, major life lesson learned. It's an ending that absolutely makes way for the new beginning. The next card in the major arcana is the World. So close to a major ascension. So a final judgment call has been made for you. And I think it's really putting you in your own energy. You are the Knight of Wands. You might want a rebirth with another person. I don't know if they're ready yet or not. This is meant to be all you. I think that you will experience an upswing in energy. I always have a warning with the Knights. So if you're in your 20s, the Knight of Wands energy is easy to sustain. That Knight of Wands will run from New York City to California and back again. Very passionate, very rebellious. Some of you are dealing with another fire sign maybe in your life, possibly an Aries, possibly another Sag or a Leo. But you're seeing yourself as very passionate right now. This is an upswing in energy. When we get a little older, it's difficult to sustain the Knight energy. So make sure you are taking care of yourself, because eventually this Knight either flips into the reverse because his horse needs to rest, and so does he, and it might plateau. But I think right now you guys have made a major judgment call. I think you feel good about the direction you're going, and you really want passion. Really wanting excitement, really feeling energetic, feeling very inspired. You're up for a grand adventure. Watch for impulsivity and being cocky, but the Knight of Wands is a great energy. He's a passionate, excited person. I think you're passionate about the decisions you're making moving forward. I think you definitely want to get into some grounded energy or connect with grounded energy, even if it means transition for you. Because eventually you're going to do it. You're walking away from something and moving towards something else. Hidden factors within yourself or someone around you. I see the Three of Pentacles to the High Priestess in reverse. Honestly, I see this card combination as inner work. This might be a person that you want to cooperate with, but they are withdrawing into silence and you cannot figure them out. Don't chase them, just surrender, But I see this as you getting in touch with your intuition and needing some time alone to do some inner work to build this pentacle foundation for yourself. This is about teamwork, collaborations, and learning and implementation. If this is about a career transition, you guys, this might be Spirit telling you to keep this plan to yourself. The High Priestess in reverse keeps a secret. So be careful whom you energetically connect to and who you share information with. Conversely, this might be a person around you that you want to collaborate with all day long, and they're like, bye. Just surrender to that. You're meant to cleanse energies out that don't want to connect with you. If your intuition is feeling a little off right now, or perhaps some of you are on a new spiritual path and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can hear my intuition, you're still in a learning phase. Keep in mind that the universe will speak to you on a whisper and not a shout. If you're feeling confused, like you can't trust your intuition with something, listen to your body, in particular your gut and your shoulders and how tense you feel. That will help you get in touch with your intuition. For those of you trying to work on your spiritual side, don't give up. The card's on the table. Maybe this weekend or something, you'll just feel a little drained. You're meant to keep working on something. You're meant to develop a skill that will help you with your intuition. Okay. I'm hearing that message as well. Hopes and fears are your feelings. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, Daddy, with the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. So you're hoping for the karmic empire. Well, lofty goals, Sagittarius. Classic Sag, Jupiter, expand the 10 of Pentacles. This is about wealth, financial security, often family, but long-term success and contribution. You're wanting to move towards this transcendence of total stability, in particular in the Pentacle realm. This is not a bad goal to want. Just make sure you're okay with starting at the beginning. Think about what's got you all trapped in your head. Okay. I think it's just time to cleanse and surrender this week. It will help you develop more of a plan. But wherever you're going somewhere good. 8 of Cups in the upright to the Ace of Wands and the Sun. Where are you going, Sagittarius? Wherever it is, it looks beautiful. I see you walking away from something that no longer serves you. Maybe someone's walking away from you, but the 8 of Cups is an investment to leave the past behind and walk all the way away from it. It's where we're pretty disappointed in something and we withdraw and we escape it. But we do not look back. Even though we don't know what's on the other side of the mountain, we're going to look back. We're not going to look back. We're going to leave it behind. Because you know what's on the other side of the mountain? Nothing but the other side of the mountain. There's no need to be afraid. I think in spite of your fear about moving forward and taking a leap of faith and starting a new cycle in your life, yes, if you can bring this temperance and this grounded King of Pentacles energy into it, you're definitely going in a good direction. See, because here it is. A new cycle with passionate growth potential, no delays, no distractions. The time is now. If you walk away from whatever had been plaguing you and draining you, you will go towards the sun. That's the most positive card in the deck. Warmth, clarity, everything out in the open, a breath of fresh air, and happiness. You're moving towards happiness. But to help yourself get there, just cleanse and surrender. Don't try to please anyone else but yourself right now, and get support from people that you love. Additional advice from Spirit is the Page of Wands in reverse to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I've been loving the Page of Wands in reverse lately. The Page of Wands in reverse has newly formed ideas. He does redirect his energy. This might be a person around you that doesn't want to talk and doesn't want to expand with you. Leave them alone. That's their problem, not yours. You're temperance. You're the King of Pentacles. You can passionately pursue and make a final judgment call to go in a totally different direction. This is a time of breaking cycles. Don't resist change. You may have a hard time tolerating some ups and downs. Just surrender and cleanse and breathe. I mean, I see you going through some kind of a transformation here. So there will be ups and downs that feel uncomfortable. The Page of Wands in reverse isn't necessarily seeing limitless potential in something. That's because he's facing the beliefs about himself that limit him, and he's going on a spiritual path, redirecting his energy to something else and breaking old cycles. If you've been dealing with a page, okay, and a high priestess in reverse, who, by the way, can be promiscuous at times and lies and participates in lower energy, don't get in that energy. And don't engage it. Just surrender and cleanse it. You're meant to be going on a spiritual path, breaking old cycles. When the timing is right for expansion, it will come. Stay at the beginning, because what's coming in for you is the sun, stability in a good karmic empire, getting out of situations where you were working just to the bone for something that really wasn't making you feel like you were in your self-worth. I think it is a time of transition for you. You're moving towards a lot of stability, in particular financial. Yeah. All right, Sag. So that's your reading for the 19th through the 25th. I like this. I hope this resonates with you and I hope it helps you. Don't forget to check out Soma, Chandra, Libra. It's the same name as this channel, except take tarot off and add Libra. I have love messages up for you guys over there. All right, Sagittarius, I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.